Good morning from Thorpe Park, where it is of course summer 2023, and we're here to get back on all of our favourite rides and bring you the latest updates from the park too.
We're also going to be checking out the carnival event which they've got on, which is like a summer style event. I didn't get to see it last year, so I'm looking forward to seeing what they do.
Yeah, definitely. We're going to make our way into the park. Hours are good today, 10 AM through until 7 o'clock. So let's go and check out the island like no other this summer. So we just made our way in through the bag check area, and yeah, I would love to see some big changes come to the entrance here at Thorpe Park. I feel like after Project Exodus, that should be the next focus here at Thorpe, because the park's nice inside, but the entrance really isn't great. It needs the whole thing flattening and completely rebuilding, in my opinion. Yeah, the screen's not looking great up there now either, lots of dead pixels on there. I just think first impressions really count at a park. And yeah, like the car park, a lot of it's gravel. You've got like the big cattle pen queue line out there for security. Just needs the whole thing redesigning, because obviously when this was planned, there was no bag checks back in the day. Obviously that's needed now, of course, for everyone's safety. But yeah, the whole thing could be just designed a lot better. So yeah, I think that really needs to be the focus, completely redoing the entrance. And I know they've done some little upgrades over the years, like painting up the buildings, putting in the screen. But yeah, it needs completely flattening and rebuilding, in my opinion. And there's a look at the sign for Carnival, running every day until the 28th of August 2023. Oh, I tell you what, that skyline is going to look very different soon when Project Exodus goes vertical. And if you haven't already, make sure you check out yesterday's video here on the channel. We filmed a full Project Exodus construction update. Lots of details. We spoke about potential names for the ride and also had a look at the groundwork currently taking place. And yeah, obviously you can see some of the heavy machinery they've got over there now, just behind Saw the Ride. That view is going to look very different in a few minutes' time when this project goes vertical. The UK's tallest roller coaster is going to be right there behind Saw the Ride. Now, Thorpe Park have been doing really well with their events over the past couple of years. They've upped them a lot, haven't they?
Which is really good to see. And look how much entertainment they've got on today, which is amazing.
Yeah, across two different areas. You've got the junkyard and also the circus. And we'll check out both of them areas. And yeah, the entertainment that they've got down here, all sorts to see. I remember the event was pretty good last year, so I'm looking forward to checking out what they've got. And of course, we're going to cover the event and get back on some rides today. Charlotte's also going to be going out over here on the water. There we go. Doing a bit of surfing today, aren't you, Charlotte? Actually planning to, yeah. I always like the location of Thorpe. Yeah, and that's why the entrance I find really disappointing. Like, you've got all this beautiful water around. You could really make something. Imagine like a new hotel but built over the entrance or something like that. It would be great, it really would. Right, let's go make our way down into the main park. Oh, and there's the Swarm with its wing over drop. Crazy to think that the Swarm opened in 2012 and it's still at the moment the newest coaster here at Thorpe. That's why it's really exciting to see supports arriving for Project Exodus. And yeah, we covered all of that in yesterday's vlog. But yeah, really looking forward to it going vertical. And of course seeing the main part of the construction taking place on this new UK record holder. It doesn't seem too busy actually down here. It's always a good place to kind of judge crowds when you walk through Amity Cove down here. Yeah, you kind of look across and yeah, you can kind of tell actually the pathways aren't too busy. It doesn't really feel like some of that. I mean, it's not cold or anything today, but where's all this lovely sunshine? We've been saying it all the way through these vlogs the past week or so, but yeah, when's the weather going to get better? Or is it? I don't know if it is. So we're going to start off our day with a ride here on Stealth, of course the tallest coaster in the park. Yeah, this is 205 foot tall. Exodus is going to be 236. Yeah, it's going to be quite a bit taller than Stealth here. And yeah, as always, you want to look at the queue time before you join. Not everybody has the app, but yeah, as you can see, they're not actually displaying queue times here now at Thorpe Park. They're making you actually download the app to see it. Bad move in my opinion. I always think they should be clear and advertise here what the queue time is. I mean, yeah, a lot of people have the app, but not everyone. So yeah, let's go and have a ride here on Stealth.
The Sultan of Spain.
Yeah, it's only a 15-minute wait this morning here for Stealth, not in all the extended queue line, which is good. It's just straight down this way and up to the station. Always love the views of the Swarm from this queue line too. We're doing 10 10 minutes there for our ride on Stealth. Not too bad for the summer holidays, really.
Oh, I absolutely love Stealth. What a great coaster.
Yeah, it's fantastic. I remember us saying in the last vlog we did here from Thorpe Park, next one of these you're going to be getting on, Charlotte, is King Dakar. Did you get to ride it?
No, the next one was dreadful.
Oh, don't worry, we'll get you on King Dakar at some
I really
point.
hope so.
Over twice the height of Stealth.
You realise the difference when you come back to Thorpe Park and see Stealth compared to how King Dakar was. It's massive.
Great operations on there. They're really getting the train sent out very fast, which is good. And notice how the staff are wearing headsets now, so that can actually really help with efficiency, talking between the ARP and yeah, getting the train sent out faster. So that's really good to see. All the Sunset sides are making an appearance, which is good. And yeah, we're making our way now onto the Walking Dead the Ride, the indoor roller coaster that they've got here at Thorpe Park. Yeah, advertised wait time on the app of 10 minutes. Yeah, I don't know why they've took them off the boards at the front, because they spent quite a lot of money on updating the queue boards.
I really don't like that. I've had to download the app just to see the queue times, but not everybody wants to download the app. Why they can't just display it on the screens outside, I don't get it.
Like, why spend all that money a few years ago on updating all the screens?
It seems like they're trying to hide what the queue times are and to put everyone onto the app.
Yeah, I don't really, not a fan. They may as well just printed out some plastic signs with a picture of QR code on and stuck it at the entrance instead of spending all that money on the new screens. Very bizarre decision, that one. Well, we waited just 5 minutes there for the Walking Dead the Ride, and yeah, the coaster itself is great fun. It's a Vekoma family coaster, and yeah, it's a really good fun ride, of course, built in the pyramid here at Thorpe. The theming isn't anything spectacular, however, there is a really good scene in there where you kind of drop down. It's a bit like the Mummy at Universal, isn't it?
Yeah, like the orange smoke effect, which is fantastic.
Yeah, it's like it's all kind of on fire. It's a really good effect, that is.
I love the coaster in there, it's so much fun.
It is, yeah, and as much as I don't really like the theme of The Walking Dead, yeah, I do think the coaster is great fun, and it's always worth riding when you come here to Thorpe Park. So we just come around the corner now, and we're joining the little pre-queue here for Ghost Train, of course, Nuva 2023, a complete reimagining of the former Darren Brown's Ghost Train, Rise of the Demon. And yeah, this attraction opens daily at 12 o'clock here at Thorpe Park. Well, it's a good sign. It's opened at 12 o'clock just here, advertised at 20 minutes. Yeah, it's also worth pointing out that you don't need to reserve a time or anything like that to ride Ghost Train. You just come and queue up down here at Thorpe Park. But yeah, looking forward to seeing what it's like, because yeah, we really enjoyed it at the press event, didn't we, Charlotte?
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to seeing what it's like at a non-press event, to see how it's getting on now.
Definitely, because as we know, sometimes at these media events, things can get ramped up, can't they, you know?
Looking forward to seeing how it's running now.
Yeah, not all the time, but sometimes that goes on. So we like to come down and kind of see it on a non-press event too. Lots of great throwbacks though to Thorpe Park here in the queue lines, such as the signs over there. Your ticket to Canada Creek, yeah, this is really nice. The old Thorpe Park logo, some of the old branding for the park. And yeah, the same just round here too. Thorpe Rail, your ticket to Amity Cove, the old boats that used to run here. Oh, throwbacks. Let's see if it is 20 minutes. Well, we ended up waiting 50 minutes there for Ghost Train, including 10 minutes of downtime, and yeah, it did take quite a while. However, it was good to get on there again. I do like the storyline and the overall experience of it, and of course, if you want to hear a full in-depth review, check out our vlog from the press night, where we really go into detail about all of the different scenes in there. What we did notice this time though was a couple of differences, didn't we?
Yeah, so the actors on the main carriage, there wasn't mic'd up this time, so we was really struggling to hear them with the audio, which I think is a real shame. I think they should be mic'd up.
The actors do a really good job in there, and of course, with it being a very heavily story-based attraction now, not featuring virtual reality, you really do need to be able to hear the actors. I don't know how long it's been that they've not had microphones. Could be just today, could have been weeks ago, I'm not too sure, but when we did it on that launch night, they did have microphones, so the whole carriage could hear it, because the issue is the train carriages are pretty big, and when you've got everybody sat there on the seats on both sides, if you've got the actors at either end and you're in the middle, you can't really hear a lot. And when they're walking around, before it was playing through speakers through the whole train, and also in the main kind of crypt scene, the actor wasn't mic'd up there either, so it did mean that you couldn't really hear anything throughout.
Because that is such a big room, it was hard to hear them, and I feel a bit sorry for the actors because they're having to like shout a lot to be able to get the voice heard, and there were some scenes I couldn't hear them at all because of the audio.
Yeah, so that was the biggest change in there. Along with that, we did notice quite a bit more waiting around this time. I think it was because of the ride system was playing up. Like I said, there was a bit of downtime before we went on, so yeah, it felt a bit stop-start, and obviously the actors actors have got their kind of spiel what they need to say, but because the ride system, they were waiting for it just left kind of awkward silence at points there, didn't it?
We just didn't know what was going on. We was just sat there thinking, have we broke down or what's going on?
Yeah, I do really like the experience. I think it's one of those though, you do it a few times and you think actually this is probably only a once a year ride when you've done it before. But you've got to think most people coming to Thorpe Park are only going to come once a year, aren't they really? But if you come in on a regular basis, for us I wouldn't be rushed to go on there again now.
Like I'll go on there again like next year now.
Yeah, and you've got to think the whole process in terms of waiting and the ride itself,
takes a while.
you know, it's took 90 minutes really for the whole thing, and really that's 90 minutes that I feel like I've come off and thought, have I seen 90 minutes worth of things? Not really, for what the experience was.
You could be doing something else in the park than waiting 90 minutes around with the experience in there.
Definitely, but no, I do like it. I think it's the best version of the three in my opinion. I do like how it's very theatrical and story based, but you do need to be able to hear the actors better. They really need miking up again like it was on that press night, just so you can hear it for everybody on there. But yeah, it's not a bad attraction at all, but it's nothing absolutely amazing. It's an improvement on what it was, but I still don't think it's going to last more than a few years. It's also one of those, with Thorpe Park's clientele being thrill seekers, I feel like a lot of people would go on that thinking, well, that wasn't what I was expecting, you know, and want to just go on a coaster experience. You got to think, in the 90 minutes total, including queuing, waiting in the pre-show, and then the experience of the attraction, you could have done maybe 2 or even 3 major coasters in that time, especially with how the crowd levels are today. So yeah, it's one of those, isn't it? I think it's a nice kind of change from what it was before, but it's still not a long-term solution for that building. I think in the long term, we'll see something else happening there. Maybe a scare attraction for Fright Nights will take over in a few years, or they'll try something else. But yeah, it's one of those, it's not very re-rideable really once you've already done it. But still, the actors are doing a really good job in there. I just hope they can sort them out with mics again so you can hear them better. Right, we're going on the Swarm just here now. Love this wing coaster, and yeah, can't say it's the only wing coaster in the UK now, because we've got 2 of them. In fact, there's one down the road, and we're heading back down there tomorrow to Chessington World of Adventures. Been a couple of months since Mandrill Mayhem opened, so we're going to go and check that out and see how the area's looking at World of Jumanji. And yeah, in the meantime, we'll have a ride on the Swarm just here. Opened in 2012, and really this was the last really good investment that Thorpe Park made. So yeah, excellent. So you can see why there's a lot of excitement around the project, mainly because it's another coaster. It's something else big going into this park, which is certainly needed. Bear in mind, this was over 10 years ago when the Swarm opened here. Waited 20 minutes then for our ride here on the Swarm. Yeah, just making our way now across the bridge down into the station. Always love this view. Look at the lift hill, and you see how close the near miss is there as well. Yeah, and as you can see, these staff are also wearing headsets. I also noticed it when we went on the Walking Dead the rides. Yeah, it's a new thing that they've obviously rolled out to a lot of the ride staff here, which is really good. It can help with efficiency, and also it saves the member of staff who's operating the ride actually having to, you know, shout over the PA system. They can just talk to the staff through the headsets, which is much more professional. We'll see when we come off the Swarm.
What is that?
I don't know what you're on about. Nice Calippo just here.
Calippo?
Well, it actually feels a little bit summery this afternoon now, Charlotte.
It is quite warm.
Yeah, it's a bit warmer. Sun's come out. I thought I'd a nice ride on the Swarm. Why not? Yeah, nice orange Calippo.
I like a cola Calippo. Wow.
Anyway, I had a great ride there on the Swarm. Yeah, waited just over 20 minutes, not too bad. I really like the Swarm. It's one of my favourite coasters in the UK. And you know what made it even more exciting this time? We got to see the first supports that have arrived for Project Exodus. I did put some photos in, of course, that Thorpe Park took in yesterday's construction update, so check it out if you haven't already seen it. But yeah, we saw them over the back, didn't we, Charlotte?
Yeah, it was quite exciting. We was like, support, support.
Yeah, the white supports down there, and I've got to say the colour scheme for Exodus, I really like how it's going to be brighter. And as much as I love the Swarm, got a darker colour scheme and a darker theme, and it's certainly not looking that way with Exodus, which is really exciting. Just have something more brighter, which is going to be good to see on the skyline. Gold and white, yeah, looking forward to that. Yeah, I do enjoy this coaster. Fantastic, really intense. The only negative is the vest restraints, isn't it, Charlotte?
I don't like that because they do go quite tight.
Yeah, they get tighter as you're going around the rides. You come into the brake run at the end,
they're quite tight.
A little bit, but still, it is a fantastic coaster. And yeah, it's my favourite here at Thorpe Park.
I love that.
Oh, I love the wrapper.
Give me the Calippo. Thank you.
Always stealing stuff from me. I always love the waterfront location here at Thorpe Park. Always makes it really special. And yeah, making our way now to check out some of the carnival entertainment. So as I mentioned earlier in the vlog, you've got two main areas. You've got the junkyard, which is over by Ghost Train and Nemesis Inferno, and we're going to head over there later. And yeah, you've also got the circus area. Last year, it took up all of this area just by Vortex and Zodiac. And yeah, what they've done for this year is moved it down to the right-hand side where they've cleared a bit of the land down where the Soar Alive attraction used to be. So yeah, they've moved all that, and yeah, they've put the circus area down here. So let's go and have a look. Worked really nice down here in this area. You've got the big carnival sign there. Charlotte's favourites over there too.
I love those. They're so much fun. They're like, whee!
The car wash blowers, that's what I call them. Yeah, it works really good. I tell you what, this makes me really excited for Fright Nights and Morecambe Meadow. That's been down here the past couple of years with the crows. How much bigger could the crows be now this year?
I love the crows. Like, they've got such a big space now, which is great.
Yeah, because you had all like Soar Alive's queue line over there before.
I'd like to see a haunted house for that though. That would be really good.
It would be good, a full-on scare maze.
I'm getting Americans.
I know, haunted house, like full-on scare. It's good of all them Halloween Horror Nights announcements. Haunted house, yeah. That'd be good to see. Yeah, it works good, this does. A little arena style area for events. You got all the tents around the side, stage in the middle. I do like that. It makes it good for viewing the shows because you got all the seating all the way around the edge. And yeah, the big stage in the middle. And yeah, we're going to be seeing the Flossers singing trio coming up shortly. So yeah, in this area, you've got the Carnival Family Show, the Flossers Magic Show, and Carnival Circus Acts. And that's just the entertainment on this one stage. I tell you what, though, it's lovely down here, looking out over the water, all the seating. Yeah, it works really good. You got a few stalls and other bits to see around here too. Got this massive cannon just down here too. And yeah, you got a few different stalls, all the suites over there. Yeah, it works out really nice as an event area, this does. So yeah, I really look forward to seeing what they do with Fright Nights around here. And yeah, coming up in just a few moments, we've got the Flossers singing trio.
Wrote love songs about me. I wasn't crazy about the words, but the melodies were sweet. When something like and they did me wrong. The song couldn't go on and on. He used to sing me, sing melody. You're such a sweet talker. You made me believe every night was a beautiful song. If you wanna dance, if you want it all, you know that I'm the girl that you should call. Thank you so much, everyone. Now, unfortunately, we only have time for one more, but do not worry, because we've got so many more amazing shows for you to see. Say love, all love's gonna get you down. I went walking with my mama one day, when she warned me what people say. Live your life until love is found, cause love's gonna get you down. All love's gonna get you down. All love's gonna get you down. Say love, all love's gonna get you down. Say love, all love's gonna get you
you've just seen a little bit of footage there of the Flossers, some of the entertainment over on the stage. And yeah, I do really like that setup. It's very kind of 360, isn't it?
Yeah, the setup's great because you can watch it from all angles and they'll sort of move around. The only downside, I thought the show was quite short. It was only 10 minutes. I thought it'd be a bit longer.
Yeah, a longer set would have been nicer for that one.
Like, would have been a bit better.
Now, of course, one of the popular mazes at Fright Nights each year is trailers, and yeah, they've actually got a special version of it, Breakout at Bozo's. I did this last year, and it was all right, you know, I quite enjoyed it, but I thought this time, you know, I'm not going to do it this year. We're going to save it for Fright Nights, getting trailers again, aren't we?
I don't like going to scare mazes in July.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of it, really, either.
Wait for it to be like October and it'd be Halloween and spooky.
Yeah, especially as an upcharge experience. You've got the little booth just out the front here. Yeah, it doesn't seem too popular. And yeah, trailers break out at Bozo's. It is an additional cost. Standard £6, £4.80 for a pass holder, and also for hotel guests as well. But yeah, that is offered here as an upcharge if you do want to do it. I look just there at Nemesis Inferno, and yeah, right next to it over here by the loop, Death's Doors is being set up. So yeah, of course, that's going to be coming back for Friday Nights this year. This was a new addition last year, and we really liked Death's Doors, so it'll be interesting to see what they're going to change in there for this year. Hopefully a few new scenes, a few new characters behind the doors would be great to see. But yeah, they're setting this up very early, considering, yeah, it's literally the last few days of July. Friday Nights is coming. Like, I can't believe they're setting up this early. Like,
it seems really early, like the end of July. The event's not until October.
Yeah, like normally they wouldn't start until like September.
Maybe there's big things coming and they've got to set them up and the focus is on those.
Let's hope big things are also coming to Scarefest this year on Towers. I really hope so. That's a good thing with Thorpe. These past few years, they've invested a lot in Fright Nights, and yeah, this is really good. Free attraction as well, Scare Zone. So yeah, looking forward to this coming back. Minute wait there for Rumba Rapids, the Intamin Rapids here at Thorpe Park. And yeah, it's made our way back down here into Amity Cove. Love this view with tidal wave here in the foreground and Stealth and the Swarm there behind. Absolutely awesome skyline here at Thorpe, and that's set to get even better next year. Here comes tidal wave. Whee! If it was a bit warmer, I might have gone on it today. Always good to see tidal over there. And of course, if you don't want to queue up and go on the ride, you can get soap from tidal wave just here too, if you stand in the wrong place. I look there at Storm Surge, big queue for that one, all the way in the far cattle pen. And yeah, here you've also got the beach, which is open over summer. Yeah, you've actually got the main part of the beach on the other side. You're not allowed to film it over there whilst people are on it. Just thought I'd show you this side that's empty, so you've got a bit of an idea, because they've got a few smaller slides. And yeah, there's a nice beach area that you can chill out on over summer when it's open. Turning into quite a nice afternoon now here. It feels a little bit like summer now. Here at Thorpe Park, let's look at Rush. Rush. Always like the name for that. It is a good ride, but yeah, obviously the cycle doesn't swing quite as high as it used to. We're going to make our way now and go and check out one of the other shows for Carnival. That's in the circus area again down here. And we've still got the junkyard area to check out later on as well. I believe they've got some different throwbacks and nods to former attractions here, so I'm looking forward to that.
I am the ringleader, and it is my pleasure to welcome you all to a carnival unlike any you have seen before. A carnival that has many surprises in store. May I introduce you all to our incredible talents. First up, we have our balloon seller. Whether it's a dog, giraffe, sword or snake, this balloon seller will produce whatever you ask him to make. Not only is he known for his wondrous creations, his riddles are a mind-boggling sensation. Next up, we have the trio with voices sweet as pie. The Flossers' heavenly sounds and tones will leave you on a high. They never miss a chance to compliment the way you are. So ask them how they sing so well and they might give you a laugh. So bust a move and love to pop and lock. Last but not least, we have our dear friend Aura. There has never been a better fortune teller before her. She'll tell you your future, present and past. But alas, her professionalism, it may not last.
Roll up, all gather round, we're about to go nuts. Cool, this beat's up, hip hop now, listen to my rhyme before it blows up. Yo, I'm not a bozo, I got a secret, I keep it on the low though. If they ask me, I say I don't know. I'm the guy with the kind of mojo. One hell of a dude, sweet pennies into your eyes and you get a balloon. They're telling you lies, but I tell you the truth. The one all they're hiding is 322. I'm a real slick rhymer, looking to fly in my carnival attire. When I'm on the mic, it's fire. And I'm gonna pop, pop, pop. So I'm the B-A-L-L-O-N. Seller, a cool fella, the big Ben. Doing all my tricks from east to west. So pump it up, and I'll do it all again. I'm the B-A-L-L-O-N. Seller, a cool fella, the big Ben. Doing all my tricks from east to west. So pump it up, and I'll do it all again.
Woo!
Okay, that was pretty good, Bill. I mean, the future's fine. It looks really positive. It's gonna be sunny tomorrow, and the carnival is absolutely fine. There's nothing going on here. What's my number one you want to wax? You're not everything. You're not the ship is decided that one of you is perfect enough. I think they're well, banish them all.
Bad guy. Duh. So you're a tough guy, like it really rough guy. Just can't get enough guy. Just always like.
There's only two types of people in the world. You don't wish you had a girl. Like see and be touched.
Some highlights there from the main family show here at Thorpe Park Carnival. I thought that was a really good production. I enjoyed that a lot.
I thought that was brilliant. There was a lot of variety and there was a lot of performers all coming together to put on a great show.
Yeah, the story was the ringleader was making them all kind of compete with each other, so that was good fun. They're all kind of doing their individual things and they all came together in some big routines as well. Yeah, I thought that was really good fun, definitely worth watching. About a 15-minute show. And also, you do like a little competition at the end where they pick someone out the audience to spin a prize wheel, and one of the prizes that was won today was 2 annual passes, which is
I
good.
think that's really good. Like, there was loads of different prizes on there, but to win 2 annual passes is great.
Yeah, there was like fast track tickets, also tickets for breakout at Bozo's and Scare Maze. So yeah, it's really good, worth spinning it, and if you win an annual pass, that's fantastic. Yeah, really good setup. I just love this stage here. I'd love to see it utilising this setup for Fright Nights. I know they use the trusses and all that kind of stuff in other places, but I love this setup, I really do. I'd like to see it used for Fright Nights, all flame machines around the outside, maybe bring kind of like Amity and all the performers there and Legacy together in one big epic show, 360 like this would be great to see. We're going to head on to Saw the Ride now and give it a go, probably use single rider. We've also got a bit of an update thanks to the park officially for telling us that yeah, the queue time boards, it's only temporary. They are going to be putting the times back on there again soon. I'm very pleased about that because it looked like it was a permanent change, but yeah, they're just having some technical issues behind the scenes. So yeah, fantastic news. Please Thorpe, never take the queue times off, but yeah, I'm glad it's coming back. I'll tell you what, the single rider queue on Saw the Ride's fantastic. One person waiting and we'll be on. Of course, filling the empty seats. better get you out. Well, we just did our ride there on Soar, and yeah, all done and dusted in less than 5 minutes, which is good.
That wasn't too bad today. Sometimes I just really don't enjoy that coaster, but today wasn't too bad.
It all depends on so many different things, that
I
ride.
was on the second row, it wasn't too bad.
Yeah, temperature can make a difference as well.
It can. I can remember last time we rode and I was like, oh, I really didn't enjoy that, but that wasn't too bad.
Yeah, you wouldn't think temperature can make a difference, but it really can with coasters. And yeah, that's the thing, we saw the ride. I was on the front row, middle seats, and yeah, it was all right, that was. It's not one of my favourite coasters, but it's good going on there to get views of the Exodus construction site. You realise how many ground pins and footers are in place, which is really good to see. Saw the ride. 2009 Gerstlauer Eurofighter. It's always good going on for the indoor scenes as well. That's the best part of the ride, the indoor sections. Oh, we just had a nice KFC, popcorn chicken, which was delicious. That's the good thing with Thorpe Park. They've still got some of the popular brands here for food, which is good, isn't it?
The mini fillet tower burger is absolutely lovely.
Yeah, I do like having the brands. It's better than the Aramark food, isn't it?
Having a KFC when I come to Thorpe Park.
Yeah, they got Burger King as well here too, which is good. Detonator, Fabry Drop Tower. One of the most forceful drop towers in the UK, Detonator. Yeah, it's fantastic. You get a great view from up there too. And yeah, of course, Angry Birds Land. It'll be interesting to see what happens with this area. Surely it's not got much life left in it now. Because yeah, is Angry Birds still really much of a thing anymore? I mean, you don't really hear of it, do you?
I don't really know massively.
I'd like to see this turn into a permanent Mardi Gras theme area. I think that'd be nice. Especially with it being like where they do the Mardi Gras event at Thorpe. Why not have it Mardi Gras all year, you know?
I could do my dancing all year.
Yeah, I think it'd be really nice. All the buildings and facades all painted up. We've got a 20-minute advertised wait for Nemesis Inferno now, so we're going to give that a go. The park's 2003 B&M inverted coaster. So give it a ride. Inferno. Oh, great view of Inferno coming through the loop there. Oh, fantastic.
So, just like my 5 orders, you think you can handle the blistering heat of Nemesis Inferno? Get ready to be put to the test as I send you on organic voyage to endure the scorching heat and sizzling speed of this fierce and fiery mechanical monster.
We waited 10 minutes there for our ride on Nemesis Inferno. Great operations on there too. These headsets are much better. It means now they're not having to interrupt the theme music and they can just talk between each other to sort out issues, which is great, I think.
That is much better, but I very much enjoyed my ride on Nemesis Inferno. It's such a fantastic coaster, I love it.
Underrated in my opinion, and probably because it's got the Nemesis name in there. People have always compared them, but no, Inferno is fantastic, it really is. And I was just wanting to get in. This didn't used to be that forceful, and as it's aged, it's got a lot more forceful, which is great. And yeah, you've got to imagine with the Nemesis retrack currently going on at Alton Towers, when it reopens next year, with it having that new track, it's probably not going to have as much force as it will do after a few years when it beds in. That's the thing with B&M coasters, they take a few years to settle in. So we've all got to remember that next year when Nemesis reopens at Alton Towers. And for the carnival event, you've got some other food options here too. You've got Candy Floss over there, and the carnival street food truck just here too with curly fries. Yeah, they tend to rebrand these for the different events. We're going to go and watch a mimes show just over here, aren't we now?
It's like some sort of flash mob, so we'll give that a try.
Yeah, and this is down here in the junkyard area. We haven't actually shown you this yet, so let's go and have a look at some of the props. Here's a look then at the junkyard stage area, and as you can see, you've got all sorts of different props here. Of course, you notice the clown there straight away. That's from the big top, the old scare maze here. If we zoom in a little bit over there, you can see the old central piece from Rocky Express that's now been removed. Of course, that's where Exodus is being built. You've got the X down there as well from X and X No Way Out that used to operate here. Used to love that. Along with that, you've also got the truck just there. They used to be over at Stealth. And yeah, these green barrels, wow, they are actually from Chessington World of Adventures and the queue line and exterior for Creepy Caves. There you go, how about that? Proper throwback with all of this here. But yeah, I love seeing that central piece from X. Of course, that was rethemed into The Walking Dead. And yeah, it's always good to see other bits of props around as well, little throwbacks like Rocky Express, the central piece over there.
Do I have your attention? Do I have your attention? Do I everybody turn up? The freaks come out. Make the whole room spin, spin, spin. Turn the bass up loud, loud.
Can I beat to go rat-ta-ta? Can I beat to go rat-ta-ta? How my body around you, I bet you know what I mean. Cause you know that I can make you believe in love and sex and magic, sex and magic. Do I have your attention? Do I have your attention?
Some footage there from the absolutely awesome Mime Dance Show. You know what, that was brilliant, wasn't it?
Oh, that was so much fun. I really enjoyed that. Like proper high energy dancing. It was great.
It gave me vibes from Friday nights and like the Amity crew there.
I love the amateur crew.
Yeah, it's fantastic, really enjoyed it. Yeah, brilliant show that was. Yeah, overall quite impressed with Carnival. Always good to see lots of different entertainment going on at the parks. Just adds something else, doesn't it, during the summer period. Nearing to the last hour of our day now here at Thorpe Park. Let's look at Rush. Your rush is about to begin. Well, I think we're going to go and head on to Colossus. It was closed earlier on, but hopefully it's back open now. We've got some Pringles coming in. The power of 10, let's go and have a look. Lovely sunny evening now, actually feels like summer a little bit. Let's go and have a ride here on Colossus. Oh, I can't wait until these boards are fixed. Hopefully they sort it out soon. At least they are changing it back though. We've waited about 15 minutes for Colossus and 10 minutes of that was downtime. But yeah, it seems to be back up now. So we're going to have our ride. Love the station ambience in here, all the flickering lights. Colossus is like my guilty pleasure here at Thorpe Park. I've always enjoyed it since I first did it when it opened. And yeah, I just find it a fantastic ride. You've got to know how to ride it though. Charlotte finds it very rough. I know a lot of you two also find it rough. Yeah, what you need to do is just make sure you're holding on and put your head forwards. And then it's quite a smooth ride. You don't bash your head about, Charlotte.
I really didn't enjoy that. It was so rough. I couldn't wait to get off.
Oh, I think it's alright. Obviously they're doing the retracking on there, but I do really like the layout. Obviously Sick is much better up at Flamingo Land in North Yorkshire. It's got the better train design and the slightly better profiling. And of course you still get the 10 inversions. But no, I still have a soft spot for Colossus here at Thorpe Park. Oh, I tell you what though, the park really filters out. These 7 o'clock closes are fantastic. Look at this, Stealth, absolutely walk on now. Last ride. Look at this, perfect way to end a summer holiday day at Thorpe Park. Oh, look at this, walk on Stealth. Was not expecting that in the holidays. Filtered out nicely. We'll see when we come off. Oh, well, we actually just had 3 back-to-back rides over on Stealth in 10 minutes. I love the re-rider policy here at Thorpe Park. If there's no one waiting in your row, or if it's got no queue, then of course you can re-ride, which is fantastic. They've actually got the little re-rider gate over on Stealth. They opened it up, 3 back-to-back rides on there.
Absolutely brilliant. I wasn't expecting expecting that, so we was really pleased.
It's them little bits of customer service that go a long way.
Do make you remember your day.
Oh, definitely, yeah. And Thorpe Park have always had that policy of re-riding. It's weird because obviously you'd expect all the Merlin parks to be the same. As soon as you go into Alton Towers, not at all. Like, there's no kind of re-ride. You got to walk around the whole queue again, even if it's walk-on. But here at Thorpe Park, they will allow you if there's nobody waiting in your air gate. And yeah, if it's got no queue, they've even got the little re-rider gate, which is fantastic. Love Stealth. You know, I've been on it 4 times today. Just thought we'd have a look in the shop here before we wrap up the vlog. Yeah, show you some of the merchandise for Carnival, as you can see just here. Yeah, it says the high wire fireworks. Yeah, on the different rides, they kind of changed announcements and audio for the Carnival events here, which you can see there. Not too sure, is the pricing on there, is it? I can't see it, Charlotte. They got a big, oh, it's just over here, there we go. T-shirts, £15 just there. You got the posters, pin badges there with the popcorn on too. You got these very colourful T-shirts down here at the bottom.
Yeah.
There you go. Do a bit of juggling.
I don't think that would last though with the quality.
No, oh yeah, just kind of printed on. I
wouldn't.
prefer the embossed stuff. It always looks better when it's embossed, doesn't it? Cushions are good for Stealth, aren't they? Look at those. Oh wow, that's nice. Yeah, that's all printed in. You see, that's going to last like a long time. £15, and of course, if you have got a Platinum Annual Pass, 20% discount too. And that brings us to the end of our day here at Thorpe Park, summer 2023. Heading around the park, bringing you all the latest updates. We've had a really nice day, haven't we, today?
Yeah, today's been lovely. We've managed to get on quite a bit. We wasn't sure with it being a Saturday if it was going to be really busy, but we've managed to get around and do pretty much all the major coasters.
Yeah, that's the thing. We've done all the majors, which has been fantastic, including 4 rides on Stealth, which I've enjoyed. Love Stealth, one of the best coasts in the country, though.
Oh, it's my favourite at this park. I love Stealth.
And of course, along with that, we've seen the Carnival event. And you've watched some of the shows. We've not actually seen everything, but we've seen the main shows that are on offer. What do you think to Carnival?
I think they've done a really good job. I think some of like the dancing shows was fantastic.
Yeah, definitely. I enjoyed the dancing shows the most, especially the main show that we saw over in the junkyard, and that was really good. And also in the circus area or the stage setup. I think that's a really nice event space there, so it's nice to see them bringing it close to the water. It's really nice down there. Yeah, I enjoyed it a lot. In general, operations have been really good today. Running down the trains, getting them sent out, fantastic operations. But I think when you've been over to Spain and even some parks in America, like we have been recently, where our operations weren't that great, it makes these look really good, doesn't it?
How much of a good job that they actually do, like really taking the effort to get those trains sent out, which is great.
And because we come to these parks a lot here in the UK, maybe sometimes we don't appreciate it as much as we should do, but yeah, the operations have been really good here today, haven't they?
Really good, so big well done to everybody.
Yeah, definitely. But no, it's been really good. I think 7 o'clock is also a really good opening time for summer. That's just right. 6 feels a bit too early, 8 would probably be too much, because as you've seen, it's really filtered out. 7 is just the perfect time for the park to close. I feel like that's a good opening hours, 10 till 7, what Thorpe Park are doing throughout the summer. And so yeah, overall it's been a great day. If you haven't already, check out yesterday's Project Exodus construction update. I'll bring you all the latest updates, talk about a potential rumoured name, and so much more as well. And we're going to be heading to Chessington World of Adventures next. It's been a couple of months since we've been. Have a walk around World of Jumanji again, get back on Mandrill Mayhem, and bring you all the latest summer updates from Chessington as well. And then following on from that, we're going to somewhere really awesome, aren't we?
We're going to Europa Park. I'm so excited.
Oh, I can't wait to get back. We love Europa Park, my favourite park in the world. So yeah, that's coming up next after this little Merlin trip down here to the south of England. But that leaves us with one final thing to say. Get out there and keep on riding. See you tomorrow.